What's up, y'all? I got my hair did. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Darren Lake, and I'm back with another hair video. This one is actually going to be an update of a previous video that I did 2 years ago, but then I needed something quick and easy to do to my hair, and I realized that I had these in my little hair closet that's full of who knows what. So I'm going through and I'm getting rid of everything, but I very much would still wear my hair like this. This is kind of like the subtle type of look that I like to just do over and over and over again. Clip-ins were $20 and I bought them for the first time 2 years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago. I feel like it was 2020 or 2021. And the first time buying them, I did not have the greatest expectations because obviously it's $20 clip-ins. I'm like, ugh, it won't be too good. I actually started wearing clip-ins probably when I was in high school and I wasn't allowed to like wear weave, but clip-ins were acceptable because ideally you install them like track and then your real hair and then track like that type of way. But I found out that clip-ins are low-key damaging because when you attach them on your hair follicles, you're kind of like weakening it. So somebody on the internet, I don't even know who started it, but some genius was like, y'all, we can attach the clip-ins similar to a sew-in style. So that's what I did in this video. And I haven't done this before, I just have not been filming it. So basically what you do is you're gonna do a braid down similar to a sew-in. Like this is my leave out right here, and also leave out some over here because you don't want to see any tracks or braids. Sew on a net, you attach the clip-ins that way. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do everything later on in the video. And the reason why you're doing this is because when you attach the clip-ins straight onto the braid, it's applying tension and it's unnecessary. Like when you have to comb through the clip-ins and then you're pulling on it, you're also pulling on your real hair and on your scalp, and you're just causing breakage up the hair shaft, and you don't want to be doing none of that because you're gonna be bald. I think I'm gonna be bald. Speaking of bald, I do have natural hair care routines that are already up on my channel if you guys want to go check those out, if you want to learn how to better take care of your hair. I also go in depth on how to take care of 4C hair specifically because that's the hair type that I have, and I know that it can be like one of the more difficult hair types and people tend to get frustrated, but I'm gonna talk you how to get through all that good stuff. These clip-ins are called Sensational Textured Clip-ins, Weaves, Curls, Kinks & Co. Alpha Women 12 inches, and there are 9 pieces of them. I bought this from Sam's Beauty and I still use Sam's Beauty. They always have just what I need, and they have like a rewards system, so you earn points and then you're able to like use those points to take off your total balance in your cart, which I super love. I love a rewards point system. And I bought these probably like 5 or 6 times. In previous installations, the longest that I've ever worn them down was for 3 to 4 weeks. And then when they start getting like that extra tangled, I just use a dry shampoo, and that usually like enlivens them. This is like low-key my go-to hair length. If anything, I would like it more full and longer, but I'm okay with how this looks. I'll leave the link to the clip-ins in the description, of course, and also the products that I use to style my real hair, because it kind of gives sew-in. So you're gonna need a wax stick. I use the Care one, but I feel like it kind of doesn't really matter. I use this Mizani Shine Extend Anti-Humidity Spritz, and then I use this on my real hair so that it doesn't like poof back up. And I also use the Kenra Thermal Protectant, and I believe those are like all the products that you need. And you're gonna need a net from the beauty supply store to sew down onto your head. I feel like products would probably range like 60 to 70, including the clip-ins, but I don't consider that to be expensive because someone's cost $300 nowadays, okay? And I just told you that this lasted for a long time. I also was able to style it in another way where I put it into a ponytail. So what I did was I left my perimeter out as leave out, and then I applied the clip-ins, and then I brushed it up into a ponytail. I will show you how to do that. It'll probably be in a short because it's not really that complicated, but I could make it into a video if you really want me to. That's how I've been styling these $20 clip-ins as my own. Have you ever had somebody tell you like, oh, I like your weave? Like, that's not a compliment, girl. And everything should be in the description box if I forgot something. don't be shy to let me know.
This is not about to be like the cleanest braid down ever because I only plan on keeping this in for like 2 weeks. And to braid my hair, I'm using this TGIN hair milk. I use this to kind of like moisturize my hair, and it also makes the braiding a little bit easier because my hair, I got that kinky, it's a little coarse. And what I'm doing is parting for my anchor braid. If you have a sew-in before, you know that anchor braid is super important so that your sew-in comes out flat. It is going to be the top track, and it is really like make or break for this particular hairstyle. To sew the net down, I was really kind of eyeballing it. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just want the foundation to be there.
I know he's paying my car note and all these bills. Like, clearly, this man is making money. I know that I saw the letter from HR that states his new salary.
Hold on. Speaking of the car note that she said he paying, she went from looking at Kia Tellurides and the other Kia truck, I don't remember what it's called. And then he was like, "No, we're gonna do a little bit more, we're gonna do a little bit more." And then he told her to go look at BMW X5s and M5s. And then they were looking at Audi, the Q8. And then he ends up getting her a Nissan Altima. That is such a jump. Like, excuse me?
I considered using clips to see how I could like lay down the net, but that ended up not really working for me. It was kind of painful low key, so I just held the net down and laid it as I sewed it. I realized that y'all might not know how to sew, and I can show you later on. Not in this video, but I will show you guys how to sew. Basically, you just thread the needle and then do it. I don't know. I learned how to sew such a long time ago, but I will show you guys how to sew. And when I'm doing this anchor braid, I'm being super careful to make sure that my net is not going into the area where my leave out will be. So I'm being careful about that, and as well as like how tight I'm sewing.
And that is where religion came into play. Um, yeah,
I'm
the
not sewing
the
this down super neat. But I wanted it to be easy for me to cut it out when I'm ready to take it out. So that's kind of why I was doing it this way.
I believed he loved me. So the decision was made that we were going to get married. It's still COVID, so we had to follow a certain protocol. So we filed our marriage license in Fayette County, Georgia, because you could not get an appointment in Clayton County to save your life. So we filed the marriage license in Fayette County.
While I'm installing the clip-ins, I'm just making sure that I clip it onto the net, and some of them were giving me trouble. Like I would clip it and then it would unclip. That's the easy fix. If you know how to sew, you can just re-sew a new clip on there, but I was just dealing with
A
it.
lot of people congratulated me because it kind of worked out that I
If you have worked with synthetic hair before, you know it's always best to not overbrush or overcomb because that just makes the hair um give that like synthetic wig type of look. So that's kind of like I'm playing with it a little too much. Like I should have waited, but I was just kind of enjoying it. Don't do that. Don't do what I did.
downhill before it crashed and I found everything out. In the meantime, tomorrow is my birthday. So, happy birthday. The fuck did I marry? This is the interlude, basically.
Basically.
I'm not recapping on this video. I'm just kind of answering some stuff that has been written to me. Someone was like, "Why are you airing your business?"
And by the way, I did use all of the 9 pieces in the clip-in bag. I don't think I have a big head, so you might want to get 2 packs of these if you want an even fuller look. As I said before, I like mine more subtle. I want people to think this is my real hair, and that's why I style it this way. but I did have a lot of like space in the bottom back. That's why it came out like that.
I have not styled this at all. It just like has like the most gorgeous, like yucky, flowy texture. You see my leave out still out. I will buy these. This, I just can't. I can't.
Loving marriages and life just looks good. I really, really wanted it to be my turn. And so I excused away a lot of stuff that I hope the next woman who sees this does not excuse, because I don't wish this on anybody. I don't wish this on anyone.
So I heard that when you are going to press your natural hair, it is better to blow dry and then wait a little bit before you press it. So that ended up working in my favor, I guess. I'm using my Kenra blow dry spray again. I use that as a heat protectant. I don't think I'm supposed to though. And I'm gonna use my hot comb. I've had this for years. I'm really not sure where it's from, but I will link a different one in the comments. I've heard of people saying that their hot combs don't get hot anymore after a period of time. I can't say that has been my experience, but always press before you no, actually I think that when you hot comb, that's like the silk, and then the flat iron is the press. So that's all I'm going in there and doing. And I'm being super gentle because I don't want to burn myself. Luckily, I've never burned myself, but I know that this thing is very hot. So I learned this from my hairstylist. When you use your hot comb, you're gonna want to use like the bone in it as well. So you see the way I'm like applying the back part even more than I am the teeth. That is like where all the heat is stored in the hot comb. So you're gonna want to make sure that you utilize that. I have had this flat iron for probably like 10 years, and I bought it from the middle of the mall, and I've never had any problems with it, so I'm gonna keep on using mine. Um, I don't know what it's called or anything like that. It's all burned off from hair products and overusing, but it gives me no trouble. And I usually flat iron my hair the first time on 450 with heat protectant, of course. And if I need to fix it throughout the week, I don't go above 370. And then throughout the week, I just sleep at night with my scarf on real, real tight. And I generally don't have any problems. I only flat iron like once throughout the week. And that should last me 2 weeks.
Changing around 2 weeks later. And the reason why I know it's 2 weeks is because I had recorded an audio diary on January 21st, the date of the audio diary. And I talk about how maybe I had unrealistic expectations because it seemed as if things were changing. So 2 weeks pass, he starts making little comments. End of January comes, he informs me that he wants to start looking for a house. I had no real desire to he's going to start looking at houses, and what he's going to do is basically, if he feels like the house I would like, then he wants to show it to me, because he feels like, you know, I know that your attitude really isn't, you're in the mood to look for a house, so I'm gonna start looking, and then if I think it's a great house, then, you know, you can come see it. And I'm thinking, that's not gonna work. You're not gonna choose a house without me. He's like, no, I'm not gonna choose the house, but I just think
I did end up using my wax stick just to blend like the leave out with my hair. And this, I'm on my second week of wearing it. It's still pretty fluffy and flowy or whatever. I'm gonna add my edge control that I use because this is after a few days and you see like the real hair starts coming out. The edges get a little kinky. I've been using this edge control for a while and I actually really love it. And so this is the end result. I hope y'all like this updated clip-in video. I'm gonna try some more expensive clip-ins, like real human hair, because the money's not as funny as it was the first time I made this video, so we can invest a little bit more. And that's the wax stick. It should be in the description box. Everything should be there. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them down in the description box. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.